Yo, the waiting is over. Yeah. Look, they say boxing is a death sport. Ashes to ashes, like trash in the alley. Cashes is cashes, which means we could compete. As long as I got breath in my lungs and my 2 feet and a strong heartbeat, we could rumble, young man. Put the gloves in your hands. The talking is over. All that we were arguing over is over. We could sit in silence before the noise and the roars and arena doors open. Before we throw hands, we satisfy the demands. This is for the fans, my legacy, my little mans who looked up at me like that. You're about to hurt them bad. Yo, this shit is serious. The big fish and the fisherman, the old man in the sea. But before you all see the violence and the bloodshed, we can sit in silence. But before you all see the violence and the bloodshed, we can sit in silence.
Up off that? Yeah! Yeah! Yes! Up off! Hey, hold on. Let me ask you guys something before I get started. Wait, can y'all even hear it? Can y'all even hear the microphone? Oh, this whole setup has changed. Hold on. Can y'all even hear me, dog? Let me make sure y'all can even hear me before I go through all this rigmarole. Let me see. We're here, fam. You hear it? You hear everything just fine. Somebody said they can hear. Before I go, all right. Hey, y'all know what day it is. Y'all know what day it is, huh? Yeah. It's Fake Friday. Hey, baby. What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz, don't. All right, man. Look. Look at who we have here. Let me see, Coda. Hold on. DJ Dark Stokes. What's going on with you? Whoops. All right, man. Look, first I want to say this. Ah! Hold on. My throat still hurts. Pause. From the show I did, screaming at the top of my lungs. Hold on, let me see. Let me see. Wait. Hold on. Let me see, my man. Roll out, dude. My throat. You're too mainstream now, Biz. I'm gone. Just kidding. Love you, boy. That's the energy. That's the energy. Hold on. Let me see. We outside. Listen. My throat is killing me. If you haven't done it, please close out the chat. Hit the like. Oh, my Lord. And give it up for the Varnett Hill box.
Bring on this with a laugh and do the cabbage patch. She's a pretty lady and then sign some autographs. The Varnett man can shaboing boing.
Hit the Tyson bell. Hey, hold on, my people. It's the bunk. I don't know what the hell happened. We have yet to give it up to the lady.
Acting like I didn't see you laughing at the bar. Acting like a nigga wasn't checking from afar. Acting like you didn't know this Busy was a star. Denzel and acting like you ain't appealing when you are. But
hit the Tyson bell. And you guys, you fellas, y'all know what time.
Put it simply in here. I like surprises. I came here for prizes. Big booty and thighs is promising my guys is how I could get inside this. Stupid, I realize this, but there's so much I wanna know about you, but I don't really wanna know. That's what they say. You make it too hard for a nigga. I got you, but I got the time. Let's make it work.
Yeah. It's time. Spring needs to come on. Look, we got the New Year's. After that, spring needs to come on. Listen, after the holidays, I'm over the winter, and I know we got a long winter, but spring needs to come on because I gotta be on this here. You know what I gotta be on? It's the Facts Friday. It got to be time to pop.
There's so much I wanna know about you, but I don't really wanna know. That's what they say. You make it too hard for a nigga. I got you, but I got the time. Let's make it work. Your white chocolate mocha. That's why these coffee niggas wanna fold you. VIP on a sofa. We taking our time.
Yo, excuse me, miss.
Yeah, it's time for a fresh haircut, some brand new sneakers, huh? You got the bling bling in, you got a cigar, have some scotch, you know what I'm saying? And you hit me and you drive. Well, you can't drink and drive. You can't drink and drive. It's a boxer. Hey, Boogie, happy holidays, Warroom, and happy holidays, Biz. Made the championship in 2 money leagues of the fantasy football. Go ahead, brother. Nice way to get in there. Pause. Boxing revolution. You got that right. Oh, you know what time it is. Are we not in the building? We outside.
Anything can happen when you're outside. You can lose a fight, see a chick, have a con with that vibe. You can ride a bike, see a nigga, and ask him if he's alright.
Hit the Tyson Bell. Let me see. Yeah. Spring, come on home. Come on home, Spring. Come on home. Okay, all right, everybody. Let's talk. My throat still hurt. I don't know how long of a show we have today. Only a few things I would like to cover here. The merger. And how true is this merger? So we got to talk about that, okay? Because Timothy Bradley, he hit me up and he was like, yo, it's not true. So we got to talk about this. All right. Number 2, Gervonta Tank Davis. We got to talk about Tank. All right. And we got to talk about the fight being canceled or no. And I don't think this is a long conversation. All right. We'll talk about that. I also want to talk about the greatness of Alexander Usyk. How great is he really? And we may want to start with Devin, the American Dream Haney. Okay, because I got a message or two. And we're going to do the knockouts. All right, pause. What did I say? What the hell did I say? Leonard Ellerby said, we in New York March 1st. Oh, Leonard said that. That's how short the conversation is. We'll talk about that, though. Biz, Devin Haney, I don't give a shit. But listen, let's talk about this. Devin Haney. To Bill Haney. I want to give this. My throat is killing me. Pause. Hold on. I can't believe I was screaming that much. You guys should have told me to calm my ass down. It was a fantastic event. We could talk about that a little bit too. Okay. Bill Haney. I want to say this, brother. If you're listening, my brother, because Bill Haney, he tagged me on a video or something like that on Instagram. He tagged me along with other content creators, and he called me a hater once again. He called the Warroom haters. He called the Boxing Revolution haters. He called us haters in the Warroom for how we speak on Bill Haney. I mean, or Devin Haney. I want to say this. Triple pause. Yeah, it's a triple pause. To Bill Haney. Bill Haney, listen. I have never hated on your son. I really like your son as a fighter. And I like y'all relationship, you and your son. I actually like you, Bill Haney, right? I like and I respect what you guys have accomplished. I'm not sure, calm down, ShowBizz. Yeah, I know I got to calm down. I'm not sure where I actually hated on Devin Haney. But I do get this pretty often if I criticize fighters. I want everyone to understand this overall in boxing, okay? I'm going to give my take. And I am always thinking of the best, what I would perceive to be the best for the fighter. I do, though, collect the, what you guys think, I have my finger on the pulse of the boxing community. And I do want to know what the Warroom think. And when the Warroom is thinking, something differently than me personally, I hear the Warroom out. And then I share those thoughts from the fans. But I'm always thinking about what we perceive to be best for the fighter, okay? No matter who. So if I criticize, I'm only criticizing for, I want everyone to, with this one career they have and this one life they're living to maximize their potential. All right. Really, that is what I'm about. Okay. 100%. All right. And listen, I'm never going to hold my tongue because I may offend someone or hurt somebody's feelings. Because really, I'm not here to try to break anyone down. I'm not. I'm here for what we perceive to be the best for the fighter. With that said, Bill, when I was speaking on why, when my take was that Ryan Garcia didn't intentionally consume Ostarine, I know it was in the system, his system, but I don't think it was intentional because of the amount that was in the system and when it was found in his system. All right? Because he was going to get no benefit from it. Only thing he would do is fail a VADA test. Because I didn't think it was intentional was not a knock against your son. I have nothing against Devin Haney. Nothing. I just don't think Ryan, because I don't think he intentionally cheated diabolically, it's nothing against Devin Haney. Also, the bow and arrow effect, I think, was problematic when it comes to the matchup between him and Ryan Garcia. And I was saying that for many fights. That's not hate. I want the best for Devin, the American Dream Haney. And I thought suing Ryan Garcia and the complaints afterwards, the way you guys were moving, I thought that was going to be detrimental to your brand. That wasn't hate. Come to find out, your brand has taken a huge hit. But it's not because I hate you guys. I love you guys. You guys did the exact opposite. When I said no bow and arrow effect, keep the guard up, bam, it ended up rearing this ugly head in that fight against Ryan Garcia. And that's not hate. And when I said don't sue, get yours back in blood, you guys decided to sue. And now that's not me. That's you hating on yourself. All right? Hit the Tyson bell. That's all I want to say. That's you hating on your damn self. That's not the war room. All right? Let me see. Any truth to Andre Ward return? I haven't heard about Andre Ward's return. He's returning. Haneys don't want to hear the truth. I think they were trying to win. You know, that loss was heavy, and they got a no contest, so they won that. And I think they were trying to win without fighting again, right? Or maybe they will fight again, but they want that everyone to see them as victorious. The only way is to whoop his ass. It really is. And Devin, I'm pretty sure Devin feels that way. I'm just going to whoop his ass. All right. Really, when it's all boiled down to it, you can't convince anybody in boxing unless it's an ass whipping. That's really it. And I was saying that the whole time, bro. No matter how much you try to convince people that they should feel a certain way, you whip his ass and all is forgotten. All is forgiven, all is forgotten, bro. And that's the Black Two Sugars. It's Drake, same thing. Drake and Haney. Drake, listen, come out with a hit record and all is forgiven. I'm telling you, Devin Haney, come out with a hit, a knockout hit, and all is forgiven, brother. I'm telling you. Hit the Tyson bell. Hey, Noble Life. Hold on, Noble. Hold on. I think I may be speaking the truth.
Middle finger to the faculty, cause we living in zero gravity. Got the whole system mad at me, cause we living in zero gravity. Now put your hands up high, don't need wings if you're feeling this fly. I'm a stand-up guy, but I can sit down and still kiss the sky.
Flex on him. Hold on. Sip. Left hand on him. Left hand on you. Left hand on him. Pow, King Kong ain't got on my life. What do you say? Love you, boy. Happy holidays to everyone. Make sure you go stream Noble Life Music 100%, and make sure you hit the sub button for ShowBizz. It's the boxing revolution. Hit the Tyson bell. My man Noble Life always saying some shit I definitely can agree with. Your takes be right on the money. Best boxing channel on YouTube. Love you, boy. Somebody said that I missed a super chat. Hold on real quick before we continue on. Sue the Devin Haney. Stop. Stop. Okay, that's at least that's my take. But I only want the best for the Haneys. I actually want the best for everybody. Okay, let's move on to Gervonta Tank Davis real quick before we talk about the merger. All right, Gervonta Davis. hold on real quick. Let me see what A-Book hit. They tried to make Ryan hurt and ended up hurting themselves. Two wrongs don't make it right. Got just makes it even. Yeah, I know. And I understand what they were trying to do, but really at the end of the day, I knew at the end of the day, it's just diabolical. It's the way people are, right? Look, let me let you in on something. How we are, and Bill knows this because he's from the streets, right? How we are is it all depends on the environment you're from. So let's just say somebody slap you in the back of your head. They're wrong. They're wrong, right? I mean, that's assault. And if somebody slap you in the back of your head, depending on where you are, there's a certain way to respond. If you're in the office and somebody slaps you in the back of your damn head, tell HR, all right? Because it's not going to benefit you to slap them back, okay? But if you're on the block and somebody slaps you in the back of your head, you ball your fist and you punch him in the face, right? So it all depends on where you are. And I understood that though Ryan Garcia popped dirty, and you may be convinced that it's true and he did you wrong, suing was going to be like, come on, man. Right? If somebody assaults you on the street, on the block, slap you in the back of your head, and you go tell, you in your right to tell, but everybody's kind of like, come on, man. You know, I just knew. I knew it. Let me see. Damn fact. Yeah. If it's a fight, oh, yes, I want to watch you shoot about before throwing the play. I would like to see Haney in the gym with the new trainer looking like Rocky, so we could get those great odds on Ryan Garcia KO. Yeah, I see. Here's the thing. Here's another thing. Devin Haney is, listen, man, Devin Haney is in the gym. So let's not respond negatively to Bill Haney and direct it towards Devin. To be honest, Devin's in the gym. And everything that's going on with Devin has nothing to do with Devin. Devin's been in the gym working. And a lot of things are going on, and everybody is, which naturally they would, which is ruining Devin's brand. They are looking at Devin. Like, you got Devin Haney fans acting moist, but Devin's in the gym. You get what I'm saying? So that hurts too. Let me see. Dang right. It's called situational awareness. Thank you so much. Even if in their heart of hearts they wanted to sue, they should have the situational awareness to know that wouldn't bode well for their brand. 100%. Even if it's right. Like I said, you can sue. Listen, the carnival god could have sued, but you know what I mean? He was in his right to sue. I'm happy he didn't. That's why I made that song, Don't You Sue. Because you did say something to provoke it, right? You said something, you got stole on, it was a little scrap. Okay, that's the world. You initiated that altercation. I'm sure they mouthed off to each other, and then but that was Sue. You know what I'm saying? But then it was Devin who sued Ryan. I'm telling the carnival guy, don't sue Devin. And then Devin sues Ryan. It's like, damn, brother. It's let me see. Where is Bill? Bill! His ass still talking about damn Osterine. Yeah, well, that's what it is. But let's move on. Let's move on real quick. I thought we weren't going to have time today, or I thought we were going to, this show's going to be short, but I've gone on too long about Devin. So let's talk about Gervonta, all right? And let's make this quick. Gervonta Davis, I said that he may be having a temper tantrum, okay? And it may be rightful. It may be rightful. And I guess we could talk about the merger because of this. Hold on, let me see. Did you see Antonio Tarver comment on your last IG post about the Haneys brand? No, but he did talk to me. We did have a conversation, if you want to call it a conversation. He was pretty aggravated, but I don't know what to say, brother. I can't listen, man. I'm gonna be honest to everybody. Antonio Tarver, everybody. If I could make everybody happy, I would, bro. If I could make everybody happy, I would. But understand, what I say isn't to hurt people or anything. I give a lot of praise, and y'all go quiet. When I give criticism, y'all lose your minds. I really don't know what to do. If I got the same kind of comments when I praise somebody and y'all like, yeah, go ahead, bitch. If you recognize that as much as you recognize the criticisms, maybe you'll see me differently. Right. But I wish I could make everybody happy. I just can't. And I won't be true to myself if I just try to make everybody happy. Right. And I can't help it. You know, I got like I have to speak my truth. I got to be true to me. At least be true to me. All right. Hit the Tyson band. And if you guys don't agree, it doesn't mean that I'm fake. It doesn't mean that I'm coon. It doesn't mean that I'm paid off. It just means that we just think differently. All right. But let's talk about Tank. Tank wasted his career. I don't think so. Like I said, sometimes I think Tank is starting to take initiative. And I think Tank is at a crossroads. A lot of fighters have gotten there. All right. Roy Jones got there. Floyd Mayweather got there. I remember Mikey Garcia was there. Remember that? I remember when Andre Ward was there. There's a certain crossroads that Canelo Alvarez with Golden Boy. Remember? Like, he's not the only one who have gone through a crossroads where it's like, maybe I need to retire. Maybe I need to try to buy myself out of a contract. Maybe I need to. I think business-wise, this is rough. And I hope it doesn't affect his fight with Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach is not his op. He's been talking about everybody but Lamont Roach. He's been talking about their fan base. He's talking about he's not fighting. The fight is canceled. Listen, Gervonta seems to be in a tough spot. I don't know all his business, but I think his ops I think his ops can resolve a lot of things. What I mean by that is the level of op. So let's say he was fighting Teofimo Lopez next. I think a lot of these issues wouldn't be there. I think the money would be there. I think the fan base would be excited. I think the tickets will already be sold out. You get what I'm saying? So from my perspective, though I'm speaking ignorantly because I don't know the situation. But from my perspective, I think a lot has to do with the level of opposition. I do. Let me see. As a fan of Tank, this whole situation really is frustrating. I hope the fight is canceled if it means he's going to fight Keyshawn or Kurt. There you go. I just want to see him fight a good camp and probe. And prove he's the best. 100%. That's where I'm at. I knew it was over when Bill came out with the WWF Ric Flair speech. Shake my head. Yeah, and I like what Noble Life is saying. I'm all for Gervonta Tank Davis trying to proving that he's the best. I think he has all the potential in the world. And a lot of people are confused when I talk about how great of a fighter he is. They like, how can you tell? I can tell. Right? I can tell. What he did with Frank Martin, I can tell. How he approaches a fight and everything, I can tell. Not everybody has that skill set, but I can tell that Gervonta has it all. He has the IQ. He's slick. He got the hand speed, got the power, and the guy's doing great things while being at a disadvantage height-wise and reach-wise. The guy is dynamite, bro. He is magnificent of a fighter. All right. We just need his legacy to reflect that. Let me see. Yeah, I can tell. Chick, flex on Happy Holidays, Warroom. Love you, boy. So I can tell. So that's what I think. You know, the thing is, though, I wasn't going to overreact or react much at all to the fight is canceled post on Instagram because I just did not. I can't. It was such a mystery. I can't decode that shit. I didn't know what he meant. I had no idea. I thought he meant the flight was canceled, to be honest, because I thought that was an airport floor or something like that. Right. And then when he deleted everything, he deleted his Instagram post. I just think he's flipping the table over. I think he's pissed, but there's nothing he can do. I think he's contractually obligated. There's not much he can do. Lamont Roach body is the size of Tank's head. Oh, here we go. Okay, everybody. Let's move forward. Let's go to Alexander Usyk, and then we can talk about the merger. Alexander Usyk. The fight's not selling. I thought it was. But let's talk about Alexander Usyk. All right. Is he, in your opinion, and I think it's time to say this, is he a top 15 heavyweight of all time? Is he a top 15 heavyweight of all time? Yes, no. Yes, he is frustrated because everyone's ducking him. He could, but see, Sexy Kendra, he can go to 140. I've been saying that the whole time. Everybody's going to duck him at 135. He can go up for challenges. He can find fights. Well, a lot of times when it's everybody, it's you. Let me see. Yes, barely top 10. Yes, okay, for sure. Okay, let me ask you this. I'm going to say this. All right. I was thinking about Alexander Usyk, and I'm not going to say he's a top 15 heavyweight of all time yet, but I'm going to say this though, at least. If this was the 1920s, 1930s, or 1940s, all right, because I got some of those guys in my top 10 of all time, all right. Gene Tunney is a top 10 heavyweight for me because Jack Dempsey, he beat Jack Dempsey twice. And Jack Dempsey beat Jess Willard, right? He beat Jack Dempsey twice. He beat Harry Grab 3 times, right? He beat Mickey Walker. This is Gene Tunney, all right? If we heard back then about a guy, a heavyweight, who came up in weight to heavyweight to fight a 6'6" knockout artist and beat him twice. Now, this heavyweight is 6'3". He moves up, fight a 6'6" knockout artist and beat him twice. Then follows up and fight a 6'9" all-time great heavyweight, 6'9", and beat him twice. I think we'll be saying some shit. Muhammad Ali moved up. Yeah. Well, you talking about Olympics, light heavyweight. You get what I'm saying? Let's just say if you heard, think about God, what's his name? What's his name? Abe Simon. Good point. Yeah. If Joe Louis beating him, Jack Dempsey beating Willard, Max Baer. If you heard about that in the 1920s, if you read about that in the 1950s, we'll say that guy's a good point. I'm saying we would say a lot about that guy, especially if the guy that he beat, who was 6'6" knockout artist, was younger than him, and the 6'9" all-time great heavyweight was younger than him, and he beat him twice. Heavyweight, no overall boxer, yes. Heavyweight, no overall boxer, yes. Top 15 overall, that's harder to me. That's harder because there's just so many more fights. Good point. You know, I don't think he's greater than Larry Holmes. I do like Larry Holmes beat the likes of Tim Witherspoon, Ray Mercer. He fought Holyfield and Mike Tyson. He beat Leon Spinks, old ass Muhammad Ali. He lost to Michael Spinks twice. Did I say Tim Witherspoon? Shavers, he beat him twice. He beat Ken Norton. You know what I'm saying? Like, Larry Holmes got one of those Jerry Cooney, in which he had him completely outmatched. But Larry Holmes got not a spectacular resume, a very good resume, but he came after the most spectacular heavyweights. All right. But Larry Holmes got a very good. His resume reminds me of Lennox Lewis's, right? I think they both fought Oliver McCall, to be honest. I think Oliver McCall beat Larry Holmes too. But you know how Lennox Lewis was just like right after the Witherspoons, Alex Stewart, George Foreman, Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield in their primes. But then right afterwards, he beat Mike Tyson or out of his prime, Holyfield out of his prime, kind of like Shavers, Ken Norton. It kind of reminds me of that. I think those guys, Lennox Lewis is over Usyk as well, too. Let me see. Have you heard of VR boxing is super realistic? I got to get on that. Yeah, I definitely heard about it. Oh, my. Hey, hold on. Brother, you hold fast. You sit right there. Brother. This brother here, Charles Edward, coming back. Flex on him.
Cheese. His name is Cheese.
They say they don't fuck with me, but
King Kong got
on G. Flex on him. Sip. Left hand on him. Left hand on you. Left hand on him. Pow, King Kong ain't got on chains. That brother said the Lord Chief Flexer, number one Chief Flexer of Flex Friday. Hit the Tyson Bell. Brother, look at Cheese. Look at Charles Edward. Look at Charles Edward, bruh. Look at Charles Edward. Hold on. Flex on him.
Cheese. His name is Cheese.
They say they don't fuck with me, but
Bling bling.
King Kong ain't got
On G. Charles Edward to show up with $500 is diabolical. Love you, boy. Hey, you feeling better? Brother, you feeling better? You feeling better. You feeling better. That's the black two sugars. So, where would I put Usyk? Would I put Usyk in my top 15 of all time? Probably. I think I got him in my top 20. How about that? I got Usyk in my top 20. I'm going to have to really dive into that to see who I can put Usyk over. Like, I got Usyk over Riddick Bowe, right? So let me see. Do I have Usyk over Frazier? No. Do I have Usyk over Frazier? Shit, do I have Usyk over Frazier? Hell no. Yeah, I got him over Bowe. Frazier. Man, I don't know. I don't have him over Sonny Liston. So I don't have him over Frazier. But shit, man. I'm not saying Frazier's a better fighter than Usyk. Sonny Liston is a better fighter than Usyk. I'm saying who's greater. Not Frazier. Lennox Lewis is over Usyk. Yeah. Yeah, Usyk is over Bowe is crazy. Yeah. He beat Holyfield twice, but what else you got? I think I like what Usyk did. Let me see. Just happened on the live. Just hopped on the live Warroom. Found out I was gonna be a daddy. Love you, boy. We've got a little champ on the way. You got that right, brother. Hold on. Let me give you your love, brother. Hold on. Let me give you your love, my brother. Let me give you my love.
Anything can happen when you're outside. You can lose a fight, see a chick, have a con with that vibe. You can ride a bike, see a nigga, and ask him if he's alright.
Let me see. Does Prime Roy and James Toney beat Usyk? Prime. See, that's because they're not prime at heavyweight. They're middleweight. Yeah, if Usyk fought him at middleweight, yeah. You know what I mean? Light heavyweight, I got them. Yeah, I do. Hit the Tyson. But at heavyweight, no, Usyk could beat Roy at heavyweight, I think. At heavyweight, Usyk could beat James Toney too. At heavyweight, I think so. Okay, so everybody, let's talk about the merger. Before we talk about the merger, everybody, let's do the knockout.
Wendy Peppercorn.
Knockout.
I ain't as good as I once was, but I was good as I ever was. Man, you know I can't.
5 times.
Well,
And they got to be full.
oh, shit. Hell no. Get this shit.
Oh shit! I'm going back up. Try to go back up. Oh, look out.
Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Oh, shit.
I'm in second place and you passed me. What place are you in?
First.
First place.
Yes.
I'm in second place and you passed me. Well, how would you be in first place?
Because I passed you. I passed you, so I'm in first.
I'm in second place, though.
Congratulations. Now I'm in first because I passed you. I passed you. Are we running? Are we driving? It doesn't matter. I passed you. I'm in first.
Face get punched in, you a dead man. You want to think I'm funny? Now I'm up to something.
What's up, two nigga? Now tell what's going on.
Shit looks like the Undertaker coming.
Knockout. Laugh and y'all laugh and you going to hell. Hold on, let me see. We'll laugh and you go to hell. Let me see. In my opinion, don't think we should look at who they beat to compare them. Usyk can only beat the guys in his era. I know. And he has beaten the best of his era. But still, you got to. You do have to weigh out the level of opposition in your era. Let me see. Biz, who was on the plane home being diabolical? Hey, listen. Let me tell you something. Have you ever tried to drive a wheelchair before? I don't give a damn what level of experience you have in a wheelchair. You let go of those wheels, it could go off the rails. I know. I one time I was a teenager being diabolical. I was in the mall and you can rent a wheelchair, so I got in one. I really don't know why I did that. All right. But I was rolling around and I'm like, yo, this shit, you got to know what you're doing, bro. You got to know what you're doing for sure. Let me see. Karen on steroids. Okay. All right. Let's talk. No comment. All right, brother, you can't play around with them shits. All right. Let's talk. First of all, let's talk about the legitimacy of the merger. Okay. I'm hearing everywhere that Top Rank, and I've been hearing the whispers of it for a while now, that Top Rank is really considering doing a deal. And they said, I heard that the deal was pretty much done. That ninja's legs, though. Hey, brother, he didn't think it through. All right. He ain't think it through. But listen, I'm hearing that the deal is pretty much done. I don't know this for sure. We won't know until the announcement. But let's think this through. All right. Top Rank signing a deal with DAZN as a platform to exclusively house Top Rank events. All right. Just because, Top Rank and ESPN, they'll be done by July. Okay. Now listen, Timothy Bradley jumped in the comments and he said it's not true. So let's weigh out the options here. Okay. Timothy Bradley works with Top Rank ESPN. You guys know he does commentary and analysis. So what he says has weight to it. It has a lot of weight to it. But how much weight? All right. Wait. Listen. One, after July, Top Rank would not have a house. Where else would they go? You see them. I just saw Bob Arum in Riyadh having a ball, being well taken care of, being a part of the show. Top Rank is the American promotion for Tyson Gypsy King Fury. All right. Bob Arum has been doing business with His Excellency Turkey Lawler Sheik. Don't forget, a couple months ago, they signed that collaboration. Riyadh season with Top Rank, with Matchroom, with Golden Boy and Queensberry. Remember that? So they're already collabing. Hold on, let me see. Seeing a tooth next to the broken legs took me out. Yeah, I know. Okay. Okay. So they already got a good relationship working. So when they leave ESPN, where else would they go? That's number one. But number two, there's a good chance that Timothy Bradley is telling the truth in our comments about that not being true, that they aren't going to sign a deal with DAZN, or he was told it's not true when it is. Nobody watching TV, bro. Oh, I get what you're saying. You're talking about the streams. Now let me that's a diabolical statement, but let me let you in on why I said that. Okay. Let me ask you guys in the war room. Hit the like button. Yeah. Let me tell you why I said that. Have you ever been a part of a company? Have you ever been a part of a company where there was a merger? Have you ever been a part of a company that was consumed by another company? Let me see. What's good, Bizzle? Happy holidays, homie. Love you, boy. When that happens, yes, employees are getting let go, right? Employees are getting let go, and they tell you the opposite, right? They ain't no merger. All the rumors aren't true. And then when the merger happens, there's not going to be any layoffs. Those are just rumors. We're going to merge, but no layoffs. And then there's layoffs, right? So one or two things. Either there is Top Rank will not sign to DAZN. Timothy Bradley is 100% correct, or he is 100% correct on what he was told, but they still going to sign to DAZN. It's one of two things. Let me see. Can't trust what that up and stop. Big facts. Number two, $1 trillion dreams. Let me tell you. Number two. I want to say this. There were a lot of people in the comments of that video that I did about the merger who don't think that a merger of all of the promotion companies being with one network is actually a good thing. So I want to weigh this out. I want to ask you guys, and I think this is important because if Top Rank has not, confirmed or isn't going to 100%, they don't know if they're going to 100% go to DAZN. This is a good moment here to see what the people think. Do you think a merger of all promotion companies, or at least what we know now with Top Rank, do you think Top Rank going to DAZN, making DAZN the house of most promotion companies, do you think that is a positive or a negative for the sport of boxing? Let me see. On an unrelated note, Timothy Bradley always finds someone to hate on. Well, I don't know. I think Timothy Bradley, however he feels, he 100% feels that way, bro. No waiver. Positive for sure. Positive. Not at all. Yeah, I wanted positive. Most people are saying positive, but I'm curious on why it would be negative. Positive for sure. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, most people are saying positive. It's definitely a positive. And I just want to make sure that you guys feel that way. NFL, NBA, UFC, NHL, all other major sports are under one umbrella. The problem with boxing was the network deals. There were so many different networks. That's why, do you remember that back in the day? This fighter is with Showtime, this fighter with HBO. We cannot have the fights made. Remember that shit? right? And then when the fighter, you know, their deal was over, contract was over, they end up going to Showtime, or we can have the fights with somebody else who's on Showtime. Remember that? Because the networks, they have a budget, and there's only so much you can do. But when you have everybody under one network, you increase the probability of more matchups being made. Let me see. One umbrella, everyone eats, 100%. All of them being with the zone makes it easier for Turkey to do his thing, and we get all of the good fights. That's another thing, all right, about His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh. Turki Al-Sheikh is pretty much saving the sport of boxing, all right? We all knew that the big fix was for an entity to be an umbrella, for all of boxing to be under an entity. We all knew that. That way, everybody can have their fights. We don't care about wins or losses, right? We can have tournaments. We can do whatever we want when everyone is under one umbrella. In order for that to happen, we needed an entity like His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh. We needed an entity to be able and capable of losing money. That's the Black Two Sugars. That's the Black Two Sugars. They had to be able and capable of losing money, because you had to have an entity willing to pay the fighters to take chances, right? If they're going to take a chance to get an L on their record and stuff like that, you got to pay them the money in order for them to take that risk. And this entity had to be willing to do it often and lower pay-per-view prices in order to create interest of new boxing fans to say, okay, this is $19. I'll pay $20. I got nothing else to do to take a chance on this card that everyone is saying is great. Right? You had to have stacked cards and not just a big main event fight, because you cannot have a business that is very valued or high quality at the top, only at the top, and everything else is weak. Your business goes further when there's quality as deep into the roster as possible. And in boxing there is, but people don't know it. They don't know how good Moses is. They don't know how good Keyshawn Davis is. They don't know how good Teofimo Lopez is. They don't know how good a lot of these fighters are. So you have to get them all on one card, right? And force people to watch all those boys and say, oh, wait, I think I have a new favorite fighter. Now you got people talking about Bacoli. Now you got people talking about Big Bang Zhang. Now you got people talking about Joseph Parker when people weren't talking about Joseph Parker before. You got people talking about Madrimov now. You have people talking about more fighters and being fans of more fighters than ever before, because somebody had to be willing to take the hit. Let me see. One umbrella means 2-4 events in 1 month for $20-$30. I'm saying. Hold on, let me get my Black Two Sugars. So here's the question. Let me get these three. Biz, what's your take on drone orbs thing in New Jersey, brother? I think they're aliens, bro. Some of it is BS. I think it has now been oversaturated. But I think the first couple sightings and stuff like that and some sprinkles in, I think that was some other shit. Yo, Biz, sadly, I heard Turkey got a brain tumor. Really? Oh, shit. Oh, no. It's about to heat up. I can't wait. We're about to have some great fights. Yeah, 100%, brother. That Coda, I got to see what's going on with that. Biz, you made it, brother. Love you, boy. We'll talk about that a little bit too. So here's the question. With the PBC, all right, and you know I love PBC like a play cousin. Out of all of the promotion companies or entities or associations with boxing, PBC was the first one. PBC was the first one to reach out to the Warroom. I didn't have many subscribers at all. And the PBC jumped in and was like, what's up, ShowBizz? Everybody subscribe. You guys remember that? So I will always be appreciative of the PBC. All right? Always. So I just want to say this. But I'm going to be unbiased in my takes no matter what. All right? I'm going to say this. For His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh and DAZN. All right? Let me lay this out. Why are people talking about Barrios fighting? Didn't he just have a draw? Yeah, you can have a draw and fight. You can keep fighting and have a draw, bro. Believe it or not. So listen, your career ain't over if you have a draw, bro. Come on home, dog. Okay, listen. Let me first ask. Let me set this. Let me make the bed first. Is Canelo Alvarez, does he still have his contract with PBC, or did it expire with the Berlanga fight? I think he had 3 fights with the PBC. Is it over now? Let me see what Noble Life have to say. You've said it before, but I truly do wonder why it seems like PBC was the best at making singular stars. Yeah, just correct me if I'm wrong, but are Tank and Errol Spence the 2 biggest Black American fighters? Probably. Bud should be bigger. 100%. Bud should be bigger. Errol and Tank. And okay, and let's talk about that. Let's talk. Noble, you bringing up a good point. PBC kept overpaying fighters to take on easy fights. The people finally started showing their displeasure with their pockets. Well, I'll tell you this. I did like the PBC's cards lately. I really did. You know, the Fundora, Tim Tszyu card, Gervonta card had David Benavidez on the card. Like, they've been having some great cards. All right. Canelo can do what he wants. Yeah, I know. But is Canelo still with the PBC? Let me make this bed real quick. Okay, this is what I'm trying to say. All right. I'm not sure if there are any new stars with the PBC, but the PBC has a good roster. We got Tank Davis. I'm not sure if Canelo still there. Pitbull, Gary Antoine Russell, Tim Tszyu, Fundora, Errol Spence. They got Bubu Andre, the Charlos. They got, but the problem is David Morrell is a new star. Good point. David Benavidez. Okay. The problem is most of their boxing stars are kind of long in the tooth. Errol Spence, you know, he's not on the best side of his career, right? The Charlos, Gervonta Tank Davis just turned 30. I'm not sure if there's any new stars, right? You got David Morrell, but we'll see what happened with this David Benavidez fight. David Benavidez is the man. He's the man. What I'm saying is Caleb Plant, right? You got Caleb Plant there. We love you, boy. You know, Caleb Plant. It's the truth. But he's not on the best side of his career. You know, you got Laura. You get what I'm trying to say? You get what I'm trying to say to you guys? So my question is, I'm not sure how, I'm not a part of that business. I'm really just a fan of just boxing and what goes on in the ring. But I'm doing my best right now, so bear with me. I'm not sure how long the PBC is going to be with Amazon, right? They're not having a lot of fights there. So my question is, does DAZN look to absorb the PBC once their contract is over with Amazon? Or check out how diabolical this is. Or does DAZN do nothing and wait for the PBC to dissolve? Is there a possibility that the PBC can dissolve without new boxing stars? That's the question I'm going to ask you guys. It's something to be worried about. I think for whatever reason, Top Rank and Golden Boy are best at developing young talent. You're right. But then it seems PBC is the best at making stars or showcasing stars, maybe. Yeah, their personalities on the managing side are stars within themselves that also, you know, Floyd Mayweather, Leonard Ellaby and stuff, but I'm not sure if that's going on anymore. They should just all work together. Facts. Let me see what y'all have to say. Doesn't PBC have Kermel? Is Kermel with PBC? Because I just saw Kermel fighting on DAZN. I know he's with Floyd. Wait for PBC to fold like a lawn chair. Canelo is stop. Boxing will survive because Amazon's not putting any production into the PBC. Let me see. Has to do all its own production, and with Showtime pulling the plug, they had to take this time to get their shit together. I get that. No, he's with Floyd right now. Let me see. Flex on him. Sip, 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 sip. Left hand on him. Left hand on you. Left hand on him. Pow. King Kong ain't got on Big Momo. Let me see. PBC needed to stay with making great fights and not cherry picking to great stars. They do have great fights on, I think. And for Bud, if he wanted to be bigger, don't forget his older than most these guys. Yeah, he should have been in Broner's shoes, making the big fights. Madonna, Pac-Man, Floyd. That's the thing. I'm not sure. You know, there's not much of a career left for Terrence Crawford, just age-wise. Let me see. Amazon definitely helps PBC keep it going. ShowBizz got to start putting on fights at this rate to save boxing. No, boxing's doing well. Benavidez will beat the dog poop out of Canelo. That's not what we're talking about. Let me see. Carmel is unprofessional. Yeah, I know. I feel bad for Danny Garcia. So I'm just going to ask you guys. Let me see. Let me ask you guys once more. Does the zone, who would now have Top Rank, Queensberry, Matchroom, Golden Boy, do they look to absorb, bring PBC on to the zone, or do you wait for them to dissolve? Let me see. I think people's displeasure with PBC is a bit overstated and unfair. If you think of some of the best, biggest fights over the past few years, PBC played a big part. Where they messed up is lack of cross promo. 100%. Let me tell you something, Noble Life. I'm gonna be quite honest. Before I jumped on this space to talk boxing on YouTube, all right, I was ignorant to something that happened right before I jumped on. This is the Black Two Sugars, okay? I jumped on YouTube to do this after Keith one time, Doingman versus Porter and shit like that. Something was going on, and I was unaware of it, and I start to become aware of it. There was a divide in the boxing fans, where a lot of people didn't like the PBC. PBC was new, and PBC had this attitude. All right, and the attitude that it had reflected, dare I say it, Black culture a lot. I'm gonna keep it a bean. All right, let's just keep it a bean. The energy the PBC had when they came on reflected Black culture a lot. That's the Black Two Sugars. All right. So you had personalities, and you had Floyd Mayweather and Leonard Ellerbe, and you had this Al Heyman, you had this energy that rubbed a lot of people wrong. And I'm talking about internationally, all right? Because, you know us, Black culture, we have like a certain attitude that many people don't. So there was a divide that happened right then. And it was such an energy that Black boxing fans, seeing that movement, of course, that's something that we'll be proud about. Let's keep it real. Of course, it's something we will celebrate. 100%. We've never seen anything like that before. All right. So when we celebrated, it was right before I came on. When we celebrated like na boo boo, bruh. And because of that energy, there was this divide. And I think it's still there. The funk is still there. So you have people who ultimately want the worst for the PBC because of the relationship, political relationship, or the relationship fans are having amongst each other. But like Noble Life said, if you look at the quality of fights that happened in the PBC and the cards that they put on, they were good. The Charlos and shit, that was good. Errol Spence, Danny Swift Garcia, Sean Porter, that was good. Keith One Time Thurman, Adrian Broner, the shit was good, bro. Period. That's the thing about me. I don't look at all that. I just look at boxing. And when it came to a boxing product, it was good. It was good. And it wasn't just a black thing. All right. Mexican fighters were getting busy on the PBC. That's the Black Two Sugars. And how Al Heyman worked. Al Heyman didn't think like that, but the fan base celebrated Al Heyman's presence in boxing that way. And it caused a divide. But really, the PBC, to keep it real, put on a great product. All right. But it rubbed people wrong. It rubbed people wrong. And you have this background between Oscar De La Hoya and Floyd Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? You had lawsuits going on and shit like that. And you had fans split and picking sides. That's what's going on. But as far as the product was definitely good. And it's still good. It's still Canelo Alvarez. It's still good. Gervonta, still good, bro. So that's my question. You remember, Wild Bomb Squad was a lot of his fights were still good. It's still good. I'm just wondering how PBC is going to move now and what's going to happen with the rest of the boxing world. And that's the Black Two Sugars. Let me see. Does David Haye beat Usyk? I just saw David Haye too. That boy, he looks like he can fight. I'm telling you, Usyk's bigger than him though. Usyk's head size and everything. Usyk's bigger than him. That's a good fight. That's a real good fight. That's a good fight. I'm gonna give it to. I think Usyk is a greater fighter. Let me see. PBC charges $85 pay-per-view. If they join DAZN, how does a $20 pay-per-view affect their pockets? Nothing. Of their fighters, nothing. Because no, their fighters going to get paid, and you're going to have more people watching. Like I said, you got to front the money and then take the loss on the back end. But it's going to positively affect boxing in the long run. I love DAZN, especially with Riyadh season. Me too. Not just a good main event. Every card is a great card. Yeah, every card has been great. After Showtime retired, 6% pay-per-view buyers retired. PBC. That's a good point. It was kind of hard to find. It's kind of hard to associate PBC with what, right? I mean, Amazon Prime is the casual fan doesn't know what the hell's going on. They don't know what the hell. I just saw NFL on Netflix. You don't know what Thursday Night Football on Prime Video. You don't know what the hell's going on. Let me see, Biz. Who you think is the next big star of boxing? Maybe Keyshawn Davis. But I'm gonna say this too. That's another reason why having a merger and everything on DAZN is great, because you'll know where to find boxing. Where do you find boxing? DAZN. Right? So that's and it didn't have to be DAZN. It could have been Showtime or PBC or whatever. I just thought under one roof would have been best, so you can know where to find everything. Let me see. Keep up the great work, Biz. Happy holidays to the Warroom. Much love. Lovely boy. Biz, should boxing create a federation of some kind of promoters don't get in the way and force the best to fight the best? That's the fear. The fear would be this. With everything under one roof, can people get bought out? That's where the egos come in. Amazon did not seem to be a net positive. Yeah, I can't tell. I know they've had some very successful cards on Amazon too. They've had some very successful cards. That Gervonta versus Frank Martin did very well. Feels like most of the old guard who hates the PBC is based in PBC, trying to get fighters paid the most. The whole thanks Al Heyman thing rubs the old guard the wrong way, in my opinion. Is based on that. Yeah, and the thanks to Al Heyman seems so, sometimes it feels forced. So I don't know if they're forced to say that or if they genuinely feel like, man, thank you, Al Heyman. I can see them because of, their bottom line improving. If we keeping it a bean, was that Riyadh season card with Bud and Madrimov better than the Tank Frank card? We got to be fair. PBC does their thing. I know. If you, that's what I'm saying, man. That PBC has had some great, especially lately on Amazon Prime. They've had some great cards. Who you got in Bivol versus beterbiev rematch? I think beterbiev beats them cleanly this time. I do. I think beterbiev coming from that time, that layoff and having a knee injury and stuff like that is the reason why that fight even looked like that, in my opinion. By the way, I thought Danny Swift came out and cleared up the Carmel overweight situation. People still calling him unprofessional. How did he clear it up? I didn't see that. Member for 11 months. Baby. PBC on Netflix is also a good budget. Yeah, but here's the problem with that, Boxing Police. Here's the problem with that. It's just like MVP. MVP is trying to grow, right? Yeah, they're going to try to make their mark here. The problem with that is when looking at the roster, other than Tank, because I don't even know if Canelo, you got to play that Tank and build David Benavidez. You got to use those two cards. Like I said, the PBC is heavy at the top, right? You got to use those two fighters as leverage. If you don't want to be with DAZN, you got to definitely use 2 to 3 fighters as huge leverage to get you a deal somewhere else or extend their deal with Amazon Prime. But it's hard for me to talk about this because I don't know their deal and I don't have insight on their contracts. Top Rank ain't shit. But the thing is, boxing is shit. Is good. It's the shit, right? So it doesn't matter as long as you get as many fighters. Like, okay, does Top Rank have the best fighters? That's up to you. Does Matchroom have the best fighters? That's up to you. Queensberry, that's up to you. Who has the worst? Whatever, that's up to you. But if you put them all together, it doesn't matter, right? So there's no need to fanboy or hate promotion companies at this point if they're all under one roof. Apparently, Danny Swift said that it was a miscommunication. Carmel thought the fight was canceled. Oh, damn, and he gained that much weight. That means his height. Wow. You need competition in any business. You always need a fallback. I hate DAZN commentary and production, but DAZN has the dates. Well, here's the thing, Hollywood. When you say competition, the NFL is competing. I mean, we don't need the AFC and the NFC to be two separate companies. You get what I'm trying to say? You don't need that with any other. The NFL is competing against the NBA right now. And they're competing against any movie that's out, any sitcom, any show that's coming out, right? Boxing will be competing, and they will always be in competition with other things like the UFC, like the PFL. Right? So boxing would all like bare knuckle champ and power slap. There's going to be a lot of things that even the NFL, there's always going to be competition. You don't have to compete within the sport. Right? So the merger between the NBA and the ABA was a good thing to make the NBA. It was a good thing, the merger between the AFL and the NFL to make NFL. That was a good thing. They didn't have to be separate. Right? So the same with boxing. It's a good thing to merge them all. Let me see. Frosty, the swole man. Frosty, proud of you, Unc. Love you, boy. Made it. Being real in current day is unreal. Love you, boy. Yeah, that's amazing, bro. PBC has had great cars. I feel they have been lacking on their main events. I feel Riyadh season has had better main events and undercard fights. Well, the thing is, with Riyadh season is PBC is included on that card with beterbiev versus Bivol 2. So everybody, that's the thing. DAZN is different than Riyadh season, right? But Riyadh season, everyone gets involved. You know what I mean? PBC being on DAZN is the question. Let me see. News says Nello only fought one of the 3 and bounced. No, he definitely fought Jaime Magia. And Berlanga. They were that. Those 2 was definitely part of the contract. NFL has Fox and CBS, now Amazon and Netflix. I was more saying that on the broadcasting side, I like Fox broadcast over them all. Oh, I get what you're saying. But the thing is, with with boxing, I'm not sure we can afford it. With boxing, we need a home. There are people just not checking for boxing. So boxing needs a home. They need DAZN or Amazon or Netflix. They need a home where everybody just go there and check boxing out. And they need to know this over years. Like, go here, go here, go here, go here, go here, go here. And then you can follow the boxers and start spreading out. Let me see. If Canelo leaves PBC, where does he go next? If anywhere, he can go. Shit, man. He has relationships with everybody. You know, people saying Devin Haney and Travis Hunter are cousins. Big lips equal big simps. Stop. No, no. Talk biz. You right. Facts. Okay. Let's talk about this. Let me end the show with this. And then I have to take care of my beautiful wife. She's sick right now, so I'm gonna go take care of her and get some soup and stuff like that. Let's talk about this. I think it was Frosty the Swole Man who brought up, you know, the community, the war room, making it big or whatever. Now, I feel like we made it. I do. I feel like we made it. I think Laura beat Nello. I thought Nello won. Let me see. So Magia, Berlanga, and Charlo. Yeah, I think those were the three. And you said making it big while being yourself. I want you guys to understand this. I want you guys to understand this. And no matter what people say, understand this to be true. Everyone I met, and it felt like a welcome to boxing celebration. You guys saw the live stream and hugging with Gareth Davies and Radio Raheem and the WBC and David Hay, and it felt like a welcome to box. And the whole week was like that. When I went to the Ring Gala and seeing Dubois and seeing Teddy Atlas and having those conversations with him and Roberto Duran and all the love that I was getting and giving, right? Lennox Lewis, right? Michael Buffer, Frank Warren and I had a great conversation during dinner. Just all those things. It did feel like a welcome to boxing. But I want to make this clear. Oh, and His Excellency Turkey Al-Sheikh, great conversation with him. Let me see. Get well, Ms. Biz. Love you, but yeah. Love you, boy. But I want to make this clear. Repeatedly, I've been told this, and I didn't have to be told this because it was going to happen anyway. But I'm happy that I was told this. Continue to be you. His Excellency Turkey Al-Sheikh said it. Teddy Atlas said it. Everybody said, DAZN said it. Bro, we love exactly how you are. Be you. And I've said it a million times. I'm going to be unbiased. Y'all may hear me say something that you may not like. They're like what I was talking about with Boots. Boots rock with Matchroom and DAZN. People may get hurt. Don't matter. It doesn't matter. We like exactly who you are. Never change. Hit the Tyson bell. They all said, I know I wasn't going to change anyway. The War Room said. So understand, regardless of what levels we reach or what doors we knock down, not only are we going to be ourselves, but we are encouraged to be ourselves. I'm not working against the machine or anything like that, being myself. Exactly what we are. Keep being that. Also, stay humble. Stay humble. Because all this shit can turn upside down if I start getting cocky and start losing track on why I did this in the first place. Stay humble. Keep your eyes on the road and understand what you're trying to do here and trying to accomplish. Never get yourself out of reach and disconnected from the War Room who got you here. Stay humble, stay true, and we can really push this sport forward. Let me see. I'm hated for being real. It's beautiful to see a real one make it. God bless, homie. Love you, boy. Yeah. People think you can't keep it real and keep it successful, but you can. You're an innovator, Biz. Face it, you created a lane. Love you, boy. Thank you so much. Yeah. We were the first ones. The War Room was the first ones, at least with DAZN, to do what we did for the Tyson Fury and Usyk fight. Let me see. Your name is already ShowBizz. No need to change that. So thank you guys for showing up and showing out. ShowBizz the Don't. Do we have a fight tomorrow? I know next month, in just a couple weeks, we do have the Goodman Inoue fight. Right? So I'm not sure. What happens tomorrow? Is there a fight tomorrow? We'll find out. I'm out. No? Okay, then I can take care of the wifey. All right, love you all.